Alrighty. So here we are, week 3, and we got Jake versus Mikey. Jake running a Probopass, Amoonguss, his new Crawdaunt, Mega Charizard X, Diggersby, and Gardevoir, versus Mikey's Clefable, newly acquired Corsola Galar, Primarina, newly acquired Mega Abomasnow, Bronzong, and Chandelure. Alright. Yep. We're all good to go. How's it going, Greg?
Pretty good. I'm surprised Jacob brought Probopass, but I know what he's trying to do.
What's he trying to do?
He's trying to lock this Bronzong in.
Oh, with the magnet thingy that everyone keeps talking about?
Right.
Gotcha.
But that's a very risky strategy, and here's why. Probopass doesn't have any stab super effective move to nail Bronzong with, but Bronzong does have Body Press, which is 4 times strong against Probopass.
Oh, wow. Maybe he's got a secret weapon like Hidden Power or something. Ooh, good.
So,
Eat.
I mean, my status, or I guess like my stance on Hidden Power is that typically, unless you're using it to exploit a 4 times weakness, it might not be enough, because let's say you have like a grass type out against a water type, and that water type has Hidden Power Fire. Well, that Hidden Power Fire is not going to one-hit kill that grass type unless you have a lot of special attack and or the grass type has really low special defense, or that grass type happens to have another typing that makes it 4 times weak
Gotcha.
to fire.
So like he could have
That grass
Hidden
type is
Power Fighting, right? Wouldn't that mess up Probopass or no? I don't know what Steel is.
Yeah, so Hidden Power Fighting would mess up Probopass.
Gotcha.
But Bronzong has Body Press, which we saw Mike use a lot last week to really no avail, because that was kind of one of those situations where it's like you just have 2 blocks of metal hitting each other.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to remind me of that nightmare. But here we have, so it looks like, unfortunately, Jacob started off with Crawdaunt, which was pretty bad against the Primarina. And now he's got a,
Yeah.
He's stuck a little bit. Oh, Mikey left and then joined back again.
So I don't know if Mikey knew this, but staying in here actually is working out very much in his favor.
Yeah.
Because Primarina's got a lot of special defense, probably either special defense investment or HP investment.
Yeah, he's really bulky.
And then, right, and this Amoonguss definitely has no offensive investment.
Is there no Leech Seed? Can Amoonguss not learn Leech Seed?
Pretty sure it can. But Mikey did a very smart thing, using Substitute to dodge Toxic. I imagine he's gonna do it again.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is, he's only got so much HP. He knows he goes first, and if he hits with another Blizzard, it could be pretty strong.
True.
He goes for the Substitute, and that ends up being the right play.
Yeah, that was a really good call from Mikey. Pretty good, solid read. Jacob wants to get the Amoonguss out, but Amoonguss is now really low, and you kind of want that thing to be bulky, so when it comes back in, hopefully it's against like Bronzong or, I don't know, something that's not going to kill it on a turn, and it can get all of its HP back.
It's got Regenerator, so switching out gets 1/3 of its HP back anyway, so that's really positive.
Cool, great. I did not know that.
Yeah, really, that Bronzong can probably come back in on Primarina at some point. I mean, the fact that Blizzard hit is blowing my mind right now.
Well, what's the accuracy for Blizzard?
Probably 70.
Hey, 70%, Greg, is a pretty good thing. Look at it this way. If you had a 70% chance to win the lottery, huh? Those are pretty good odds.
Well, if you were playing on the Pokemon engine, you'd miss every time.
Well, sure. Oh no! Oh my god, that dealt so much damage.
So, something really funny here is that both these Pokemon have the exact same base speed, which means they have the same maximum speed as well.
Oh
so
my god.
We might have a speed tie on our hands.
That's true, we might. Up. And it looks like Chandelure, the Pokemon you tried to weasel out of Mikey, to no avail, outsped Gardevoir.
True, but oddly enough, if he put Heatran on this team, based on what Jacob's got, it really only needs to look out for Diggersby.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'm just memeing.
And maybe like Crawdon. I don't know what the speeds of these. I know Crawdon's really slow, and I mean, know that's been...
Yeah. Crawdon has Aqua Jet, so that's probably what... Oh, no. Ooh, good read.
Yeah, but I don't think this I don't know if this Crawdon can one-hit kill this Clefable.
What would it use for it? Oh, Crab Hammer? Okay. Interesting. Oh, maybe it doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Because of Sash.
I wonder if if Clefable falls, the next Pokemon is Abomasnow with Ice Shard.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. That'd be pretty good. I mean, you just have to have priority. Ooh, we could have used that crit last turn, but...
Well, this is good news for Mikey. Mikey's Clefable really only is specifically good against Crawdon, so I would say Clefable has fulfilled its task, but I don't know what all 4 of Clefable's moves are. I imagine there might have been a Wish on there, and that would have been helpful.
Okay. Or I guess for Mega Charizard X, Clefable could have done something, but he's got another Fairy type.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot this is a Mega Charizard X.
I always do, because we don't really see it a lot.
No, we don't. Jacob has been fortunate to end his matches pretty quickly. Yeah, there's the Ice Shard.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are we getting out of this? Charizard, probably?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Although, Probopass has a good matchup against this thing as well. But, unfortunately, there's just no way this outspeeds Charizard. So he's going to have to switch to something.
Gotcha.
And I feel like that something is either Bronzong or Corsola. And I'm not sure they can take those hits.
Do you think Mikey just man modes and keeps the ice in to fight the dragon type?
No, because if he gets hit by a fire move, he's just dead.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, there's like a 0% chance that Abomasnow Mega would survive any fire move from Charizard.
So do you think, what's better to switch into then? Primarina? Or... Who would you switch into if you're Mikey? It's actually Agumon!
Yeah, they have a thing for April Fools.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Like if you... I think it's still around. If you go to Battle... Yeah, they got rid of it. Something that was floating around for a little while, it was Digimon singles.
Oh, let's go. Oh, really good read. Flash Flare. However, it looks like Chandelure is going to die to Hail.
Yeah, so Jacob's play here is go for probably a Dragon Dance if you can do it.
Unless Chandelure has something on it that's really good in this situation.
Chandelure's coverage isn't great. The only thing I could see is a hidden power.
Right.
And that wouldn't kill it, but it would do a nice chunk. Interesting.
Ooh. Maybe just in the off chance Primarina comes in.
Yeah, but if on the off chance Primarina comes in, you still could have Earthquaked. Earthquake would have done a lot of damage, actually.
Fair enough. Jacob might be like me and just assume that levitating Pokemon have Levitate. Bold.
To be fair. Yeah, that was an interesting decision for Mikey, considering he did see that Charizard had Thunder Punch.
Yeah, Thunder Punch definitely was there. Maybe Mikey thought that he was going to be beefy enough to resist it, but this is like a Mega. So it's not, you're not like just eating normal damage. And also the Primarina was at half HP.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe he thought speeds were different, but I mean, this thing is pretty fast. It has 100 speed, so.
Gotcha.
Oddly enough, Charizard doesn't get a buff to its speed when it Mega Evolves at all.
Right, it's just damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember X not being great when it first came out. I don't know if it's good now, but it was the less preferred.
I think people like X because of coverage, and its typing is actually not the worst. I personally like Y because I think just putting drought on and then just using a fire type move is incredibly strong.
True. Wow, he just sat there and ate it. Yeah, good sap strength. We all knew it was coming, just because from last draft we saw Britt use this Pokemon a whole bunch. Ooh.
Oh, but it doesn't matter. Oh, well, it could. So now this starter's doing less damage, and like you could strength sap again. So if Corsola gets low, it won't heal to full, but it'll still be in a good spot. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that's the play from Jacob. Just get out of there while you can. That's actually a good play from Mikey. Considering this thing can't get poisoned, this is going to be the only residual damage you can get off on it.
Nice. Do you think a Spore comes out?
Probably.
Oh,
or toxic, which is actually probably more potent.
Gotcha.
Mikey doesn't have any means of getting rid of that toxic. So now this Corsola is put on a timer.
Right. I guess I was thinking Spore in case of the inevitable switch. Oh, Giga Drain. I guess that's not a bad read from Jacob. If Mikey kept the Corsola in anyway, and he has a habit of keeping in Pokemon, you just assume he's going to keep it in.
Yeah, he hasn't he hasn't really done that this match. If anyone has actually kept things in too long, I'd say it's probably Jacob.
Well, I guess, he kept the Primarina in, so maybe it was just the one instance.
Yeah, and that actually ended up being the play, so that was...
Oof.
This thing's running Earthquake, okay.
Big...
Like he came prepared.
Yeah, big rip for Jacob's Probopass. I guess it did come with Magnet Pull, so... Or we assume that it did.
Yeah, Rock Steel is a rough typing.
Yeah, but that's a great mustache.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious to know if it was actually supposed to be Mario or if they were going for something else.
Ooh, that's nice. Yeah.
Reading the switch. Although Bronzong probably could have gotten off a nice Earthquake there. But I think that's the tell that this Bronzong isn't heat proof. It's actually Levitate.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. So a bunch of good things just happened for Mikey there.
Yeah. He was able to disable the Flare Blitz, which means that Abomasnow and Bronzong are pretty safe to move in, unless Jacob, for some reason, is running 2 Fire-type moves. And, yeah. He also was able to get the Corsola back to full HP. Kind of. I mean, Toxic will kill it.
Right.
So, I think Jake was more than content to sit here and roost this goose until, whatever. Until the Corsola's dead.
I think Mikey actually really wants to keep Corsola Galar alive. I think he does not want to lose this Pokemon here because he wants to be able to use it against Diggersby. And this is where Mikey switches out. The toxic damage is really just getting out of control.
Toxic doesn't get reset, does it? When you...
Yeah, when you leave, it does.
Oh, dang.
So, yeah, Mikey staying in here is... Mikey.
Oh, no. Well, I think Mike might have tried to read something. That or he didn't know that you can't Will-O-Wisp fire types. It's one of the two.
Yep. The same fire types cannot be burned at all. There's I don't think any scenario where that applies.
Mm. Well,
because I don't even think Scald can burn.
And Flame Orb doesn't do it either.
Fire types of Flame Orb are immune.
Oh, okay.
So it's a valid strategy to use Trick or Switcheroo on them.
Gotcha. Well, here, it's battle between 2 Megas, a grossly, or a 0.4 reduced attack Agumon, Mega Charizard X.
I don't think it matters, Drew. I think this thing... So, it's got... without knowing what the maximum attack it could have. Let's say like the base attack. So it's 130. 50% of 130 is 65. So this is probably looking at like 52 base attack right now.
Okay.
And I still think this can kill.
Yeah, it probably can. I'm now moving over and realizing that Mega Charizard X is in fact Fire Dragon and not Flying Dragon. So Ice is not gonna absolutely destroy it.
No, it's a neutral.
Yeah, so I don't know what you do here. Well, I mean you don't do anything. Good. I think there is some good plays from here. We're not gonna see Jacob's iconic Pokemon Diggersby, but we are gonna see the end of
showing
Bronzong.
off that he doesn't need it to do everything.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go.
And the
now,
Earth.
oddly enough, this game is not over.
Yeah, that's crazy. We all thought it was, but that's a sweet eat.
One thing I will say, and this is a huge weakness to Bronzong as a Pokemon, is that it has no reliable recovery. So,
It's true.
if it wants to recover, it has to be running Rest.
So, assuming that this thing has Levitate, right? Which it does, or it doesn't?
I don't think we've confirmed anything.
Yeah, so...
All we know is Mikey was running an Oka Berry to reduce a Fire-type attack. So, my guess is that he's running Levitate.
Wonder what we do here as Diggersby. Oh, wow.
You
That
just
seems
do a
pretty
lot
good.
of damage. That's what you do.
Yeah.
So oddly enough, Mikey decided not to run Body Press this week.
But do we see all 4 moves? No. But I guess you run
No.
two other moves on it.
True. I mean, Mikey could be running Body Press.
Oh, that's a fighting type move, right?
Yeah.
My bad. I didn't know. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're okay.
I also won't lie, I didn't really expect Mikey to legitimately run Abomasnow. I thought he might have just been doing that for the points.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, the Abomasnow is an interesting pickup, but yeah, I think he did pretty well with Corsola. He had a really sick switch into Chandelure to eat a fire attack. And I think the Bronzong came pretty reasonably prepared.